Hi viewers, welcome to our channel. Today we have a very special person, a very dynamic person, a very strong personality with us in our studio. I would like to introduce you. She is none other than Varahalakshmi Manchala ma'am. Hi ma'am.
Hi.
She has been the State Secretary of Indian Scouts and Guides.
Bharat Scouts and Guides.
Yes, Bharat Scouts and Guides. And she is the Vice President of Telangana Recognized Schools Association. And she had her key role in the Telangana Jagruti. I would like to know, like, what is it about, like, Jagruti?
Yeah. Jagruti is awakening the people. So when anybody, like when this word Telangana Jagruti comes into the public, they just think it is only about women. It is also a plus point to people like me, but it's not just for women. It is also for youth. It's also for the students. It's also for the legal people, like who are in want of some legal advisors and all for them. And even it is for IT sector also, and also it is for farmers. It is also for historic. It is also with singing, poetical, all these things. So totally Telangana Jagruti is working for 10 wings. And the 11th wing also we can say our Telangana Jagruti is in the other states also. It is for Telangana's welfare and development.
Okay.
So this is the story of Telangana Jagruti, and our founder president is Srimati Kalvakuntla Kavita Garu.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. So she is a supporter of women empowerment and girl education, and she speaks for the betterment of women from all walks of life. So I would like to ask her about herself, something about herself. We know so much,
Okay.
but I would like to hear from you about yourself.
About myself, I'm an educationist, I should say, and I very much involved into the children education practices and also to the problems of the women in different sectors. See, nowadays we see many of the women are ahead and even giving a competition kind of activities when compared with the men. But still, they have categories which they are falling in problems. That also I do try myself to help them. And also many of them, they also need some suggestions in their job activities and all. For them also, I do be in the forefront to help them, which will give me immense pleasure and happy. And even to the college people, youth of today, and then students of today, because they also have so many problems where they don't find any person to share or to know some solution about it. Because nowadays, any of the youth girl, if we ask them, they say that they know everything.
Yeah.
But the real fact hides there, that what is lacking, what they doesn't know. That is a dangerous bell which is going to happen in the girl's life. So this is not shared with the women in their house. Like it might be with the mother, it might be with the elder sister or father. See, many of the times nowadays, see the mother and father, they are trying to give so many facilities to the girl, but they are not giving the main source of facility where they must give a space for the girl to speak or share her ideas.
Yes.
When that point comes, they wanted to be the elders in the house. Yes, elders, respect. They only look to the two kind of words. But behind this respect and then behind the eldership, it also lies. See, when we say a leader, when they are called leader, when the followers are there, then they are called leader.
Leaders.
Just naam ke vaste, if they say I'm a leader, no.
No, it does
because
not
leader is the
should lead.
A team of followers who are there.
Yes.
But here the elderly person who are there in the house, they are forgetting that they are elder with the age. But the eldership doesn't mean that. There is a thing with all those and their experience they must share with this, their young generation. And nowadays we see there are not a big families. There are no joint families.
It's nuclear.
There are no elder people in the house. Mother and father goes for the work. Even father goes for the work, and mother is a homemaker also. She is busy and she is not able to think how the outside life is there for her child. And a certain thing, if she observes, like there is some problem for her daughter with some of the guy outside, first and foremost thing, in spite of understanding her and giving ideas how to manage herself, she started scolding.
Yes.
ये अपना तरीका नहीं है, ये अपना परंपरा नहीं है, it's not like this, like that. So these kind of things will go. So the girl is well known, like if some problem is, she wanted to share with her mother to know some solution, the first step,
Avoid.
the mother, they close the door in such thing.
Yes,
But what I feel is opening of the door itself shows the elderliness and exactly the respect.
Yes.
There lies the mother or the head of the family in the house will lead to that. So here is the thing where every mother and elder in the family must think in that way. To see their children's successful life, they must open their doors so that their children will enter into that space and try to explore themselves with what kind of challenges they are facing outside and what kind of solutions they can get from the family. So when that space is free for them, obviously their thinking ability also will increase.
Okay. Ma'am, what are your views for recent education system, especially in this pandemic time?
Yeah, it's really a big story, what I should say. So here, now the present scenario in our country, though technically so many facilities are there, but even the higher education children also, the students in higher education also, they are not that much adopted with online classes and all.
Yes.
And here we will be noticing as the technology is increasing, more than advantage, there are also simultaneously disadvantages. See, when we see the smaller children like below 12 years age, they are very much developed craze towards the games aspect and all.
Yes.
When the online classes and that kind of teaching is well being done by the educationist and as well as the researchers and as well as with the school administration. But in that particular age, more than this online, they are much developed interest towards the games and such kind of explorers. That is a problem with the below teenage children. And above teenage, we cannot say, because when the online classes, then the link will be sent and we have to open that link. See, we adults also nowadays, we see many unwanted links get opened.
Yes.
So like that, see, we adults, we very well know which is good and then which is bad. But being enthusiasm and as well as into the teenage, they wanted to know many new things.
Yes.
And because of not having the monitoring at the home. They don't know which is good and which is bad.
Yeah.
So this kind of disadvantage with this online classes also is there. Yes. And see, however, like if at all in our India, if this kind of online system success ratio, if it reaches 80%, if we think in that way, I think it will take some more time, some more years to reach such kind of thing. Otherwise, the technological support, online classes, that thinking will go on in the way, but where the end of the time when we see, we don't see the success ratio on this online classes, even in the school level children and as well as the higher education children. Of course, it might be possible with the PG kind of studies. Yes. Because the habitation, going to the class and sitting in a lecturer room is not a regular practice there, because nowadays we see the theoretical, more than theoretical, the practicality is involved. Yes. So that way they might be 80 to 90% successful ratio with the online teaching and all. And even during this degree graduation kind of age also, it is okay, because they have already got habituated writing the online exams and all. Yes. Like that, the testing capacity and all also, and then their subjectivity towards knowing into the technological support on online classes, that is also is okay. But when it comes with intermediate, like below undergraduation and all, that age, it will be really difficult task to know the success ratio. So that wouldn't be that advantage with the children, because the traditional method of teaching in our India, it has been developed in such way, like the monitoring day to day, minute to minute is mandatory.
Mandatory.
From beginning. Even in the house also, we made the children to grow up like that only. See, if at all mother is cooking,
Yes.
if she serves the food to the child, then mother will be saying, spoon ले लेना बेटा, नीचे नहीं गिराना है, पानी लेना है, दो ले लिए, 2 spoons ले लिए ना, फिर पानी पी लेना है, ऐसा. हरदम spoon feeding.
Spoon feeding is required at certain age.
Same thing. So when we are talking in the home, the kind of bringing up the children is that way. Even in the school side also, education side also is like that. So it will take lot much of time. I think many years to get adopted with this. When this matter comes with other countries and all, it is not that serious, because they go to the school at the age of 6-7 years, and that is also not like our education system here, all the 6 days or 5 days to the school and such a long lengthy hours of education in the school. So for them it might be possible, but the potential what we have in our country and the curriculum what we have many more curriculums. See, we are not focused on one subject in the preliminary education, and we don't have any choice of selecting our own interest of subjects until we reach 16 years.
Yes.
Once we go to intermediate and then plus 10, there we have a choice in taking our choice of subject. But in other Western countries, it is not the story. The child can choose his own subject. So yeah, these kind of differentiations are there. So this way, online classes wouldn't be that successful, and that too with no preparations at all. All of a sudden, the lockdown, COVID-19. So with this kind of thing, there is no prior training and all, then it will become less in success ratio in this pandemic situation. So other than that, we can plan in that way, like our classroom strength is 30 to 60 in each. So instead of 30 to 60, we can make it to 10 to 20. And then capacity of the class can be reduced like that, and then the curriculum also should be reduced, and then study hours also should be less. And weekly 3 days the part of children can come and go for teaching learning process. And in that way, along with this regularized practicing teaching, we also should make them to teach the learning part, accessing part from online. That way training some other time it would be successful in the long run.
E-learning is okay in every other field, but how it can be implemented in medical education? Like
medical education also e-learning, it wouldn't be, because all animation kind of thing. Then where is the real practice? I should say.
Yeah.
So when this medical practices and all comes, there should be, according to my view, I'm saying there should be the practicality. There should be the touch and feel kind of thing, because the medical mainly resources with that only, right? So here it cannot happen in that way. Cannot be implemented. It totally will be like animated kind of thing. See, I know, like a few of the time, I don't exactly remember, the driving part also we used to do in the computers, just sit on the chair and then we used to do. So how far we are sure by that learning experience we can ride a car in our cities now? So it's not possible entirely. It is a different thing. We can enjoy that animated kind of online classes even in medical field, but not practically.
Okay, thank you ma'am.